Hello, beautiful people. It's Cinderella. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're back again with another video. This is from the Impressive channel, and the title is quite interesting. It reads Kanye West Dark Secrets. Jeffree Starr slept with Kanye. Kanye? Shannon Sharpe sued. Monique warned him. Okay, we're gonna check this together. Talking about Shannon Sharpe and the saga currently going on is no news by this time. So we're gonna check this together, and I will love your thoughts and your contribution in the comments below. Let's dive right in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Kanye West needs help, y'all, and that is not new. But recently, he started trending again when he made this shocking revelation about his childhood. He released a song called Cousin, and this is what he tweeted about it. He said, "This song is called Cousin, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for unaliving a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's D till I was 14.
He what? Huh? He what? His causes B? Yeah? Yeah? You're kidding, right? No way. His cousin?
The magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's D till I was 14. First of all, I didn't want to know this. I don't know. There's a lot of things about Kanye that I don't want to know, but I've learned against my own will. And this was definitely one of them. And the tweet was very disturbing. And it kind of made me wonder, was he older than his cousin when he was doing all of this with him? I understand that they both were underage, but if Kanye was actually older and he was the one who traumatized his own cousin, then that is unacceptable. And obviously, if he did something like that, he had to learn it from somewhere. And I don't think it was just from those magazines personally, but this whole situation just kind of shows how deep Kanye's trauma and issues really are.
Yeah.
And it also explains his behavior today. It explains why he is so fixated and addicted to sex. And he really desperately needs help, but I don't know if he really wants it. That's the thing. Kanye is so stubborn and prideful. He doesn't feel like anybody could tell him anything. He does what he wants, and that behavior is very destructive. Now, after Kanye admitted to this, people started having conversations about his sexuality. Azealia Banks claims to have inside tea about the industry, and she alleged this about Kanye. She said Kanye and Virgil were lovers. Elon Def got head from Kanye off that ketamine. Kanye is on one of them Diddy tapes. I believe it. Jay-Z was like, no homo. Trump was like, no homo. Travis was like, no homo. Drake was like, no thank you. Amber hit him with the strap. Kim thought she could, but vomited on his back and started crying. Chris yelled, cut! Now, this tweet was wild. It sounds like Azealia was trolling, but I don't know. There might be some truth to some of what she said here. Also, the influencer Jeffree Starr came out and claimed that, yeah, the rumors were true about him and Kanye. Now, if you don't know, there were rumors years ago that Jeffree Starr and Kanye were sleeping together while he was living in Wyoming. And this...
Okay. This is wild. I did not even expect these details. What was I expecting when I saw a title like this? But it's freaking cousin. That is his cousin. Like, who would do such a thing? I've heard lots of people talk about how they really don't mind dating or sleeping with their cousin because it's their cousin. But that is blood, right? That is incest. Why are you sleeping with your cousin? Or why are you doing sexual whatever or sexualizing whatever nonsense with your cousin? When we have over millions of people who you're not related to, and are you serious? And 14, 6? What the hell? What the actual hell? It makes total sense now. And really, he needs healing. He needs to find healing. He needs to. Big one, Pro Max. because this with your cousin, emphasis on cousin. I don't really care if whether it's second cousin or fourth cousin or third cousin, as long as it is family in the circle, brother. You have no business doing there. Why are you having sex, or why are you doing whatever nonsense with your cousin? Eh? Cousin, cousin.
Jeffree Starr and Kanye were sleeping together while he was living in Wyoming, and this caused the divorce between Kanye and Kim Kardashian.
I guess allegedly Jeffree Starr has been sleeping with Kanye West, and that's why they're getting a divorce. Goodbye.
Jeffree, however, did come out and deny these rumors multiple times.
But no, Jeffree Starr is single, and I've never slept with Kanye.
Someone made rumors about me and Kanye, which
Correct.
is so stupid.
Untrue?
Yeah.
Completely untrue?
Very untrue. But I guess it made sense. I live in Wyoming. I live in Hidden Hills. Okay, we both live in the same area. It's the way it was mapped out, I guess.
Now Jeffree is changing his tune, and he tweeted this: "Okay, F it, the rumors were true." You know what?
You can struggle. Sir.
I think he's trolling as well, to be honest. And I don't know why people are trolling and joking, because this is not a laughing matter. What Kanye admitted is absolutely disturbing, and he just needs help. Like, that's all I can say about that. The man needs some serious help.
Yes.
I will say Kim Kardashian tried with Kanye, and I criticize Kim sometimes, but real talk, she seems to be the only one who at least tried to get an intervention for him. And Tokyo Tony surprisingly took up for Kim. Now, you know, Tokyo Tony and her daughter Blac Chyna have had some issues with the Kardashians in the past, but now Tokyo Tony is coming to Kim's defense, and the Neighborhood Talk posted this: "Kim tried to help him. She cleared your debts. She loved you. Her mama got you the best doctors. You refused. This broke your marriage, and now the support system is gone. This is why he continues. His yes men put him against Kim because they did not want him to get help. They cannot take advantage of him if Kim is there. These people break your support system and then break you." Kanye, please get help. He needs it. And another person who needs help is Shannon Sharpe. Shannon is actually being sued for $50 million by one of his ex-girlfriends. Now, the girlfriend in question is named Gabriella, and she accused Shannon of putting his hands on her. She accused him of being controlling and manipulative. She claims that he essayed her and battered her, and also caused her to have emotional distress. She said that he forced himself on her multiple times, including anally, and she accused him of recording her without her consent or knowledge. And she brought up that whole incident that Shannon had with Michelle. Y'all remember that whole incident? Shannon accidentally went on IG Live, and he was recording himself getting freaky with this woman named Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That whole stunt Shannon pulled with Michelle was very, very messy. I
remember that life. And sometimes some of these details or some of these things, we, the public, really do not want to know. But these people just want us to know by all means, which is not even making any goddamn sense.
Michelle.
That's my Michelle.
That whole stunt Shannon pulled with Michelle was very, very messy. I don't believe it was an accident. I think Shannon planned it himself to bring publicity to this male enhancing product that he was promoting. He probably thought it was going to be a good PR tactic, but it was absolutely messy. It made him look sloppy and unprofessional. And not to mention, it pissed off Gabriella because she was mad that he cheated on her with Michelle. Also, Gabriella used this incident to actually accuse him of recording her without her consent, and she also brought up other allegations against him as well. As I was looking at the details of this lawsuit, I kind of thought to myself, I don't know if I believe everything. I do kind of get the feeling that this is a cash grab. And once I saw that Tony Busby was representing her, I was like, yeah, this don't look good. Because you know Tony is good for extorting celebrities and trying to get them to settle with their accusers, even if they didn't do anything wrong. And he tried to do this to Jay-Z, but Jay-Z fought against it. He exposed the lies and the inconsistencies in the accuser's story, and he did sue for defamation and extortion. So with that being said, this whole case that Tony is bringing up against Shannon now does make me skeptical, especially when you consider the timing. I mean, they sued him right around the time he was about to sign a $100 million deal. Come on now, that is not a coincidence. And Gabriella never went to the police about her claims, but she's trying to get 50 million. I mean, listen, this whole thing seems like a cash grab. He probably cut her off, and now she's trying to get money. That is a
True. Exactly. Because I've heard lots of people talk about this, even though, but I mean, this is still messy because some of these people, they go about doing some messy, crazy things, and expect the public to just take it like that. But still, it sounds fishy, really, really fishy. Lots of people have actually said it and mentioned or talked about it, how fishy this is or sauce this is, because make it make sense. And I also, okay,
possibility. Now, this is not to say that Shannon is innocent, because you can't really put anything past anybody.
yes,
But I still need more receipts. Now, I was looking through the text messages between Shannon and Gabriella. From the looks of it, it seems like their relationship was consensual. It was also transactional. She was giving it up and Shannon was giving her money. And I didn't get the vibe that he was forceful or controlling at all, at least from looking at these text messages. Now, we don't really know exactly what's true and what's not true. What I do know is true is Shannon was doing race play, this weird race play with Gabriella. Now, Gabriella is not black, okay? But she kept begging him for black babies. She was like, I want you to put this big black baby in me. I want this baby. I want to have genetically gifted children. She kept asking for his sperm, saying she wanted that baby gravy in her. And I was just sitting there looking like, huh? These are the type of women that Shannon goes for? Like, really? And the fact that she's been even trying so hard to have his baby says enough in itself. Like, she clearly wants to get paid. She wants money. But it's just a turnoff to see that Shannon likes to be fetishized like that. I mean, that really made me look at him differently. And it's not like I had high expectations for him, but I would think that he at least had some standards and some self-esteem. But no, I guess not. And Gabriella was also sending him other freaky text messages like this. I want to put my tongue in your hole and marry you. I want to be abused, daddy. Girl, what? I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. She also said, tie me up like this and F me. So she wanted to be hog-tied, y'all.
I don't know how to hog tie people. What would I hog tie?
She also was asking him to pay her $25,000 for each butt cheek. I'm not even going to get into the rest of the text messages, but Shannon did respond to this lawsuit. And he said this lawsuit, filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full, unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests.
before we continue, what did they say about Hollywood people again? Or weirdos, all these people, this group of people? I really did not even expect much from this type of people, anyways. But the details is wild. You people can do freaky, oh. And people think that it is only Didi that is the freaky one. It shock you. It shock you. People thought that Didi is the only freaky, not knowing that there are some people behind that are freaky. What? You people surprise me. Oh, some text messages that we, the public, don't even want to read ever in this life. This is it. Eh? Things are happening. Oh. Plenty things are happening. What?
To the allegation she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above her
Wait,
text
till January 2025. Baba still dey visit there. You people are wild, oh, freaky. Ah, 2020, is it this 2025, or there's another 2025 that I am not on that? Sorry, I'm just making light of the situation. It is not even supposed to be, but is it this same 2025 that we are in, or there is another 2025? I am not understanding. It was still entering there even till 2025 January. Eh? 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 Wait, what? Freaky.
in 2025, the day after she asked for copy of the full, unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Contrary to the allegation she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above her text message to Mr. Sharpe. Shannon went on to deny ever R-ing Gabriella. He also said that Gabriella is trying to set him up so she could get a huge payday, and he will be fighting this case in court to defend his name. Now, I'm going to see how this whole thing unfolds. I still think this lawsuit is a money grab, and I don't think Shannon is guilty of what he was being accused of. But at the same time, I can't put anything past anybody, so I just have to wait and see what happens. But I will say this. Shannon put himself in this predicament. Like, Shannon doesn't know how to control himself, it seems. First, he went through that Michelle incident, and that was sloppy on his part. Then he got caught slipping again, and now he's caught up in this whole lawsuit. And see, things like this is what sets Shannon back. He's just too old to be going around dealing with young escorts like this. I mean, he's in his 50s, and Gabriella was like 19, 20 when they started dating. He has no business with his old self dating somebody that young. And see, Shannon needs to understand that these women, especially these non-black women, don't like him for him. They would not give him the time of day if he didn't have money. And see, Monique tried to tell him, she was trying to warn him to get somebody that actually likes him for real.
You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
I mean, Monique tried to tell him. She tried. If he found somebody to settle down with, he wouldn't be in this predicament now. He's a public figure. He has a lot of money. He has an important job. He has too much to lose, and he can't just be out here doing anything and everything. Even if he doesn't want to get married, he could at least find a long-term partner and just be satisfied with that. But no, he wants to be out here in these streets, and then he gets surprised when he gets caught up in situations like this. He had a $100 million deal on the line, a $100 million deal. And
That's
now
no joke.
the whole deal is jeopardized because he's caught up in this lawsuit. It's really messy, and Shannon has nobody but himself to blame. But anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Wahala. The thing people do in the bedroom that we, the public, we are not even interested. We really do not care. We don't want to know. All of a sudden, they are forcing us to know. Freaky, freaky. You people are freaky like that. Eh? What the hell? But again, he visits everything. You see, the truth is not be everything. The mouth self will follow job. But no, they don't know how to control themselves. That this is what we keep saying, especially with these public figures. They just don't know how to keep some of their whatever private. They just don't know how to. And this one, he can't even control himself. Because one nonsense is this. A public figure that doesn't even know that he's a public figure and respect him. It also has to do with respect. Because if you don't respect yourself, this is what is bound to happen. What the hell? Down to releasing text messages and whatever. And why are you dating somebody that is old enough to be your daughter? Eh? Older ones don't finish. See, exactly what the lady from the Impressive just said. Obviously, you can't even put anything past this type of people, regardless. And you no matter how much you think you know people, you don't really know them well enough. So obviously, this is messy. And he put himself in the situation. We'll have to be honest, because yeah, talk about this, it looks like a money grab, but obviously he put himself in this messy situation because one, he can easily stay with one person, one partner, and be contented with. But no, you want to shop here, shop here, shop here, shop here, shop here. Not be everything they supposed to enter out. There are some times that you just look at some food and say no, you are done. But people are freaky, and people thought it was only Didi that was very freaky. Then he realized that some other people are freaky. But let's go back to Kanye, your cousin. cousin. See, and another thing that we keep saying in Hollywood, they normalize some crazy things. And fun fact is, there are some people who will look at it and be like, or see that tweet, or look at what Ye wrote and say, well, he did it with his cousin. So obviously, maybe they should try some messy, whatever, with their cousin. And I've heard lots of people say that as long as it's their cousin, they really do not care. They're going to go down that road. Your cousin. Of all the human beings in this life, your cousin. Is your cousin not your blood? Whether first cousin, second cousin, third cousin, fourth cousin, even distant cousin, as long as it is there is core attached to it, you're not supposed to near there. You're not supposed to. But again, people are very wild and are freaky. Not just this, and they want to normalize it in for the regular people so that people will be like, well, since celebrities are doing it, let regular people do it too. Please stay away from your cousin. Stay away. Stay away. Oh. Very stay away. It doesn't make any sense. That is blood. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Obviously, this is wild. This is messy. Both sides, both stories is messy. I don't even know what to even say here. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. What are your thoughts about Kanye and what was just written about his cousin, him and his cousin? And what are your thoughts exactly about Shannon Sharpe? Because lots of people have different thoughts regarding this. Some people believe that, oh, maybe he did those things to her. Some people don't. I would love your thoughts and your stance regarding it. Obviously, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.